Hello Studio 22, my name is Caleb Mudd and welcome back to another weekly edition. Today I am here with Randy Macon. Randy, how you doing?
Wonderful, thanks for having me today, Caleb. I'm excited to be here.
Good, it's always nice to have someone who's excited to talk. So what is it that you do around here?
You know what, I may have the best job on campus. I get the pleasure of working with our nonprofit leadership students. It's a graduate level program. So I have the pleasure of administering that program and then also teaching some of the classes in it. I love it.
That's great. That sounds like a fun job. So being a teacher is obviously complicated as of recent. Coronavirus changed how just about everything in this country everything in the world has to be done. So what are some of the complications that you've run into throughout this epidemic, and how have you gone about handling them personally?
That is a fantastic question. This has been one of the most surreal experiences I think I've ever been a part of. So we're having to do a couple of things, Caleb, as probably true with all programs across campus. The most interesting has been learning to teach both in person in a classroom and then also through Zoom. So many of our students aren't able or comfortable to come to campus right now. So we administer our activities and our lessons and lectures in person, and then we have students on a screen watching as well. For those that are in person, we can't do activities where they have to work closely in groups anymore. And probably the single biggest factor that impacts our program, almost everything we do in the nonprofit sector somehow involves food. So if we're having a committee meeting, there's usually food. If it's a working session, there's usually food. We can't do any of that right now. So that's been a little bit of a detriment.
Yeah, it's definitely been a shakeup for just about everyone on Earth, and it's nice to see that OCU has been taking it seriously. What are your thoughts on how the university as a whole has gone about addressing it?
I agree with you 100%. It is refreshing to see how seriously we've taken it on campus, starting at the top with administration all the way down to the student level. And I've remarked several times to my friends who teach at other universities where they're having significantly higher rates of cases on campus. I've remarked how proud I am to see everyone here at OCU really understand that our individual actions help us collectively keep going, and that's really refreshing to see.
It really is. On that note, we're going to cut to break, and we'll see you guys when we get back.
The Stars in retreat. The shot goes up. Demasone comes out of nowhere, and another block for OCU. This guy's on fire. This kid owns OCU's record in blocks, not only on the court, but off the court as well. Earlier today, he was busy crashing the boards. Just a rebounding machine. Even cleaning up the glass, giving a whole new meaning to garbage time. Demasone, MVP on the court, and keeping Oklahoma beautiful off the court.
Oklahoma isn't your room. So don't trash it.
Welcome back, everyone, to Studio 22. So, Randy, tell me a little bit more about your job in specifics. What are some of your favorite parts about what you get to do here?
So, everything that I get to do that interacts with students directly is my favorite. So that starts with the recruitment process, where I get to go out and visit with potential students, letting them know what we have to offer and figuring out more about what their goals and desires are, to make sure that we are a good mutual fit, to helping with the advising process every semester when we meet with all the students, and then of course teaching the courses. That's truly where I think my passion lies, is in being in the classroom and working hands-on with students. That just brings me so much joy and energy.
just getting to see what you're teaching come to life through the next generation. I understand that entirely.
Absolutely.
So what are some of the more challenging aspects of what you do?
So with that, I would have to say it's all the reporting. There are lots of reports and things. We have to write the report. We have to look at the numbers. That's less fun. I understand that it's crucial, but it's less fun than being able to work directly with students in the classrooms.
So more the filing everything formally type of stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah, I can see that entirely. It's a lot of the hands-on stuff that really gets exciting, and then you got to go back and document it all, and that can get tedious.
That's a
So
little more tedious. You're right.
what is the most notable thing that you've done on campus since attaining your position?
Oh, wow. That's a good question, Caleb. Perhaps the fact that the program, and I don't want to make this sound like I'm taking all the credit for this,
Right.
but the fact that the program has doubled in size over the past couple of years has been a really wonderful realization to see. We went from about 13 to 15 students at any given time, and now we're at 34 students this year.
Wow. So the
Yeah.
program has grown quite a bit in the last 20 years, and
It-
you've gotten to be a really big part of that. Well, that's awesome to see. It's
Yeah.
always nice to know that you took a part in making something bigger and progressing it as a whole. That's going to be it. We're going to wrap up here. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you guys next week. Bye.